Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. We are currently on my new Broke to Billions account. As we can see, I am level 17, which is obviously not very high, and judging that I just got my hands on the Acid Lab, I have basically no money in my account, $67,000. I wanted to make a video talking about the vehicles that you can get as a broke boy in Grand Theft Auto Online. So, what are the best options? Well, first of all, we have a vehicle that I already have in my garage. If you make your way over to Warstock Cash and Carry, you can hop right over to the Doco Death. You get this car for free. Does not matter if you have the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack or you're playing on console, you get this vehicle for absolutely free. We can see my personal Doco Death right here. Now, unfortunately, because I am level 17, I'm not actually able to upgrade the armor, so it can only survive 1 or 2 explosions, but still, it has pretty good bullet resistance, especially for completing missions. The Duke is absolutely amazing. The NPCs do not know where to shoot you. You're basically bulletproof in this vehicle. But when you pair that with the fact that it also can survive some explosions, it's just by far one of the best vehicles for a newer player to get their hands on. And it's literally free. It's also decently fast, and it also weighs a lot, meaning that you can shove cars out of your way. So overall, I would give the Doco Death a solid 8 out of 10. And if you are a brand new player, you need to get this car in your garage. We move on to another budget buy, this being the Body 801. It is the cheapest motorcycle that you'll probably ever own. It cost about $16,000. You can buy it on Southern San Andreas. The Body 801 has an incredible top speed of 136 miles per hour when fully upgraded, making it one of the fastest motorcycles in the game. When you pair that with the fact that it also has some of the best handling coefficients in the game, it's an absolutely incredible motorcycle. A lot of skilled players will use the Body 801 because of all the great things it has going for it, so why shouldn't new players? I love the Body. I, in fact, used it to complete a time trial on level 1 on this account for $100,000. It's just a great buy. Again, it's super cheap, and it allows you to get used to motorcycles in GTA. So I would definitely recommend to pick a Body up. As I said, they're super duper cheap. There's actually 2 different variants you can get. We've got the Body 801 RR, which I'm driving. The speeds are exactly the same. This one just has a livery. You can also get the Sprunk livery edition, or you can just pick up the normal Body, which looks like any other street motorcycle. It has some decent customization, but nothing really crazy going for it. You're going to get the Body because it's cheap and because it has a lot of speed. Our next vehicle is the Porsche Dominator. This is a vehicle that a lot of people have completely forgotten about. But if you are a new player, this is an absolutely incredible purchase. First of all, it's free, which I'll showcase in just a moment. But as we can see on GTA Cars Net, we can look at all the stats of this vehicle. It has the 9th best lap time out of 74 muscle cars available in the game. That's already really impressive, but it's even better when you take a look at the top speed, 126.5. That makes it the 5th fastest muscle car out of all 74. Again, really impressive stats going for it, especially when you realize that this is also adding in HSW vehicles. If you play on PC like me, this is the 2nd fastest muscle car in GTA. To get your hands on this vehicle, it's pretty easy. Make your way over to Southern San Andreas, sort by 2 doors, and then sort by price lowest first. As we can see, it is right here, and it is completely free. Any player on any console platform, if you play on PC, will have the opportunity to get this vehicle for free. The fact that it has this good stats going for it is actually insane. I mean, you can get it for free. There's, again, no real downside here about the vehicle. So I would highly recommend to get your hands on the Porsche Dominator, especially if you're a brand new player. Not only does it sound amazing, but it's just an incredible car to drive. And for any of you wondering, especially because we actually have the Dominator, the base one right next to me, the base Dominator is not as fast as the Porsche version. I'm not exactly sure why, but yeah, this is a faster car. The third best way to get cars, especially sometimes really good cars, as a brand new player is participating in the LS Car Meet Prize Ride. As we can see in front of me, this is the Anis Remus. It's my personal car, and I won this for this week's LS Prize Ride Challenge as my first sports car on my new Broke to Billions account. It only took me about 20 minutes of racing in total to get my hands on this vehicle, and racing is good for a whole plethora of reasons. First of all, your reputation level goes up. You can see off to the side right here, I'm a level 4 on my reputation level. The more races you win, the higher your reputation level is going to go. This is going to allow you to get more unlocks in part of the LS Car Meet, and if you ever get an auto shop, you're going to get more liveries, and it's just kind of a flat dub there alone. You also get paid about $10,000 a race, so that's a little bit of an incentive, especially if you're a newer player, and you get a free car, so it's kind of just a flat win. It's pretty easy to participate in these races. If you see a vehicle that you like, all you need to do is see what the challenge is, so we can go over to Prize Ride Challenge. We had to place top 3 days in a row, which is very easy, and then to start the races up, you need to make your way over to the Race Organizer and Street Race Series or Pursuit, depending on what week it is. But overall, this is a very, very good way to not only get accustomed with how cars drive in GTA, but as well a great way to get some free vehicles. One of the best ways by far to save money on getting purchases is paying attention to what is discounted. If we make our way over to Warstock, we can see that this week, the F-160 Raiju is on sale. It is $3.8 million if you have the trade price versus the normal $5 million. And if you don't have the trade price, it's still $1.7 million off of its base 6.8 to 5.1. So because of this, it's a great way to save boatloads of money. Now by the time this video is posted, it will be Thursday, so a new event week will be up, but there's some great discounts like the LM87 going up next week. And obviously if you're watching this in the future, just make sure to keep an eye on weekly update videos. I post one every single Wednesday talking about all the deals, discounts, top speeds, and everything you would need to know about the cars, how much their price is going to be. And depending on that, you can decide whether you want to splurge some money or not on vehicles that you might not own. For example, this week there is going to be the Devastate on sale. Normally it's like 1.8 million. You can get it for 1.2 this week, and that's a really good deal, especially if you're a newer player. Being able to get your hands on a vehicle that later turns into an HSW car if you're playing on next generation consoles and already has some of the best handling and top speed characteristics, it's just a great way to save a lot of money. So make sure you're always keeping an eye on all of the weekly updates. You might even save on some really good armored vehicles. These final 3 vehicles go hand in hand. We have the Sanchez Scout, we have the MTL Brigade 6x6, and the Ocelot Virtue. Why do all these vehicles have similarities? Well, that's because they are part of the First and Last Dose Missions storyline for the LS Drug Wars DLC. If we make our way over to the map, we can see that we got Dax on our icon. And you are able to complete missions for Dax to unlock all of these vehicles for absolutely free. I just recently posted a video on how I was able to get my hands on the Brigade 6x6 at literally a level 17. I wasn't even 17 when I got it. Not only that, but my Brigade 6x6 is fully upgraded, and it's actually making money as we speak. So as a new player, the Brigade 6x6 is not only going to be a way to make money, but it's also an incredibly well-armored vehicle. This, when upgraded, can survive upwards of 50 homing missiles, and even stock armor, it can survive 30 homing missiles. That alone is incredible, and it means if you're a newer player, I would highly recommend to use the Brigade 6x6 as your first truly armored vehicle. Even without any upgrades on it, you are going to be an absolute tank. If you go into public lobbies and you're worried somebody's going to blow you up, call out your Brigade 6x6 and it will definitely help you along the way. Because of that, I always recommend newer players to participate in the First Dose missions, even if you don't care about the Ocelot Virtue. I should also point out that all the glass, even stock, is somewhat bulletproof. So not only is the side panels, but the entire front panel is also semi-bulletproof, meaning that it's going to take 27 rifle rounds to cut through. You can't shoot the back of it at all. It's also decently fast, going almost 100 miles per hour. So overall, the Brigade 6x6 is a flat dub and a half. If you don't have it, definitely get your hands on it. Grind it. It's absolutely free. plus it's a way to make money. The Manchester Scout is okay. There's nothing really special about it, but it does wheelie, and you're actually able to turn it while it's wheeling. You can also pair that with the fact that it has a pretty good top speed of around 135 miles per hour, so it is kind of fun to mess around with. You can see here I'm doing the wheelie and turning at the same time. Mine's not upgraded, so it's not super fast, but it's still a free vehicle that you can basically have paired with your Brigade 6x6. The final is a supercar, the Ocelot Virtue. Finishing the last Dose storyline will reward you this vehicle for absolutely free. Now, the Ocelot Virtue is amazing for a couple reasons. First of all, it's electric, which means even stock, you can reach the top speed of this vehicle. Look at how fast it accelerates. This is fully stock. 115, 16, 17, 18, and looks like that's our top speed. And that just about checks out. I think the Ocelot Virtue's top speed is 120. So because this is an electric vehicle, upgrades don't matter too much. Like, obviously you can make the braking better, you can make the acceleration a teeny bit better, but it's already all-wheel drive, it's already got good handling, it's even got a pop-up spoiler which looks epic. So that's already a flat dub. Electric vehicles are always good for newer players due to the fact that their speeds are still basically same. It gets even better, though. The Ocelot Virtue is also an Amani Tech vehicle. Now, as you can see, mine doesn't have any Amani Tech upgrades because I'm only level 17, but I already have my hands on the agency. That was one of the first things I got my hands on when I was able to save up money doing all the treasure hunts and everything else. So the Virtue is not only an incredible car in terms of handling, acceleration, maneuverability, but it's also an Amani Tech vehicle. So as you play the game, you will definitely keep using this car. You will 100% upgrade it. It's just a flat dub of a vehicle. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you agree with my decisions or you disagree in the comments down below. I mean, there's not really much to disagree with. These are all basically known things if you're a pretty solid player. So hopefully, as always, you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, I'll see you all in the next one, and I got a truck to rob. Bye-bye!